Our country, the United States of America, our society as a whole, is crumbling beneath our feet. It's on fire, and if we continue on the path that we're on right now, we turn into something altogether different, and we cease to be the United States of America. And we turn into something that is bad for everybody across the board, regardless of your political affiliation. And if you're like me, you're just a normal person, you just want to get through life, you want to go to work, you want to take care of your family, you got some hobbies, you like spending time with your family and friends on the weekend. You don't hate other people because they live their lives differently than you, or they're a different skin color than you, or a different gender than you, or a different anything than you. You respect everybody's right to have the freedom and liberty to live how they want to live, and all you ask in return is they show you the same respect. If you're like that, if you're like me, you see the insanity going on in this country right now. And you're not a part of the extreme left or the extreme right. You're just here trying to make it through life. And you look and you see it, everything going on. I mean, look at all the examples of the insanity we have to deal with right now. We have Nazis fighting communists in the streets of the United States in 2017. Literally red shirts versus brown shirts all over again. This is a lesson I thought we as a country learned a long, long time ago, but apparently we didn't, and now it's here again. Now it's back. Now it's a part of our daily lives in this country. In California, just last week, a 6-year-old kid got sent to the principal's office for misgendering another 6-year-old kid because he knew this kid as a boy from the year before, not knowing the kid was transitioning to be a girl. And everybody's focused on this kid and how much of a little bigot he must be, and that's why he got sent to the principal's office. And nobody's even bothering to question the parents of the other child. There's clear child abuse going on here. Any set of parents who would allow their son to transition at 6 years old, or worse yet, are pushing their son to transition at 6 years old, are clearly committing child abuse, mental, psychological child abuse against their child. Ask any psychologist this, and he will tell you the same thing. Then we've got what's going on in the South right now, with the movie theaters refusing to play Gone with the Wind because it's too racist. Gone with the Wind, a classic piece of American history. Not my personal favorite, but a lot of people, especially liberals in Hollywood, love to hold it up as this great classic movie, one of the best of the best of the best, you know, up there with Citizen Kane. But now, apparently, it promotes racism. It promotes white superiority, white nationalism, so we can't show it at the movie theaters anymore. I guess they think that a bunch of Nazis and skinheads go repeatedly to watch, you know, Gone with the Wind and sit in the back of the movie theater and go, oh, the good old days. I don't know what the reasoning is behind this, but apparently now, Gone with the Wind, too racist to be viewed in a movie theater anymore. Get your copies while you can, because guess what? They're going to probably stop producing the DVDs and Blu-rays of that movie as well. It'll be coming, I promise you. And then on top of that, we're taking down statues. Now look, I have no ties to the Confederacy and the flags and the statues. I just don't care. And some of these people that they were glorifying with some of this stuff were bad people that did bad things. But that's our history. And it's important to know our history. We have to know where we came from so that we can correct the mistakes of the past and not repeat those mistakes. And now they're talking about taking down statues of Thomas Jefferson and George Washington, the founders of our country, without which we would still be a British colony? I mean, it's absolute insanity. They're also talking about taking down Mount Rushmore of all things because it's too white. What's next? The Lincoln Memorial, the Washington Monument, the White House because it was partially built by slaves? Is that where we're headed in this country, where we just erase all of our history? Where we just do away with all the bumps and bruises? Where we forget where we came from and how we got to where we are? The country's on fire, people. And nobody's standing up to say anything about it. At least nobody that anybody's listening to. Where is Donald Trump talking about this? Where are the politicians calling out this absolute insanity and destruction of our country? Where are they? We're all that's left, you and me. That's it. It's going to become our job as people who are normal, who aren't far right nut jobs, who aren't far left nut jobs, to just talk to our friends and our family members, to tweet, to put stuff on Instagram, to say things on Facebook, to make videos, to call out the insanity every time we see it, because nobody else is going to do it. In the end, if we're to have any hope of saving our country from crumbling to the ground, from burning into nothingness, it's going to fall on us. It's going to fall on you and me. We're going to have to be the ones to save this country.